Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to EQN Sports, driven by Holiday Auto Group. I am DruStew alongside Amy Wilson and Ferron Lucero. Guys, this is pretty exciting. This is our first episode number 1, and it is kind of the new deal that we're doing here. We're going to be covering everything from reined cow horse, cutting, team roping, barrel racing, ranch sorting. This is going to be the hub. I don't know about you guys. I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, we've been at a lot of events doing live interviews and having results, but now to have it all in one place is just what everyone needs.
And I think everybody's going to really look forward to coming over here, hanging out with us, kind of getting to see the people that we're going to be able to talk to, which is a lot of times the champions, the sponsors. And it's going to be right here with EQN Sport.
It's going to be a whole lot of fun. So what you're going to see weekly, everybody, is all of us kind of have our own little wheelhouse. And we've got the Holiday Auto Group Big Haul of the Week. We're going to be talking about who hauled out the big haul. And then, Ferron, you've got a pretty cool segment that you came up with.
It's the Jackpot Kings. It's just something I wanted to follow, whether it's a GEMS event, World Series, or USTRC event. We're going to find out who pulled in the most cash the weekend prior. We're going to talk about them and showcase them and their skills. So, folks, be sure to get to GEMS, USTRC, or World Series, and we might just make you famous.
Absolutely. Amy Dub, what do you got coming?
Yeah, getting the W with Amy Wilson. So winning is always fun, right? Now I get to highlight all those winners.
Absolutely. Well, it's going to be a whole lot of stuff, and we're going to dive right into it right now. Well, coming up here on EQN Sports, we are covering the Cinch National Finals of Team Roping right here in Fort Worth, Texas. It was a huge roping, and all of this is brought to you by Holiday Auto Group. There were 23 divisions, and we're going to be talking to the winners from Fort Worth, Texas. We've got the Jackpot Kings with Ferron Lucero, the Holiday Auto Group Big Haul, and, of course, the ladies, the youth, and the dub with Amy Wilson. All of this action is coming to you on your source for horse sports. This is EQN Sports.
Well, this is a special edition of EQN Sports here at the USTRC Cinch National Finals of Team Roping. The USTRC changed the team roping world, and they continue to host more teams than any other roping in the entire world.
It was absolutely amazing. And Ferron, there's a couple guys. We were looking. Out of all of those teams, there was a couple guys that were kind of the kings of the week.
There's always going to be one that's going to be the Jackpot King. Our first one is going to be Canyon Pinnell, young man right here out of Texas. He won 2 shootouts back-to-back. He did the 11-5, 11-5, and 12-5. As we take a look right here, he's teamed up with Jay Schaefer. This young man was able to beat over 600 teams between the 2 divisions to make everything work. He put 2 checks in his pockets, totaling $60,000. What's interesting about this young man, though, is from January to now, he had about $36,000 won. You put 60 together, we're talking $96,000 in the month of April. Now you're going to get to look in the 11-5 shootout. He's teamed up with Colt Munoz. Colt Munoz was another roper that could have been here at the top in the Jackpot Kings, another kid that's had a phenomenal year. So when you put 2 together, you put speed and consistency, you have found the golden goblet to team roping, and these 2 young guys went ahead and put a cap on it. He kind of comes from a big background. He's got a granddaddy named Bob Tallman. The legendary Bob Tallman, this is his grandson right here, and Bob was, of course, watching. But Canyon Pinnell, our Jackpot King of the USTRC.
It's everyone ropes good, you know, even when you go to the little jackpots, everyone ropes good, especially when you come here and everybody ropes good, you know. I mean, not just anyone's going to put up 400, 600, whatever it is, just to not rope good, you know. So I think that, I don't know, we all work at it so hard. You know, I've been blessed. My dad, he's done everything possible. He's kept me mounted. He's kept me, you know, staying working at it. I started homeschooling about 3 weeks ago. And honestly, it was because of Colton. I bought a horse from him, and he was like a step-up horse, and I struggled riding him. And I went over there and got lessons with him, and then me and him just built a relationship. And God truly blessed me with not only I guess a trainer, but a friend, because you know, after yesterday and the day before, I broken terrible, fighting my head, you know, called him, and he helped me level it all out. And like Jay said, you know, we go over there every day and we work at it, and I don't know. You know, I was a little set in my ways too with my dad, and so we go over there, and I told Colton, I said, you know, my arms are open. Whatever, please don't hold anything back.
The best out of all of the teams. This is this week's Jackpot King.
And that's Canyon Pinnell, your Jackpot King, coming to you out of the Cinch USTRC National Finals at Team Roping. You want to stay tuned right here. It's The Dub with Amy Wilson.
This is Getting the W with Amy Wilson on this special edition of EQN Sports, highlighting the USTRC Cinch National Finals of Team Roping. And the first winners I get to talk about are world champions Clay Smith and Junior Nogueira, winning the Yeti Open. As a kid, Clay Smith and his brother won so much at the U.S. Finals, they were able to put a top on their arena. Junior, this is his 6th U.S. Finals win, his 5th in the Open. They were 31.99 on 5 head to get the win, worth $28,070. They were high call, a 5.79 in the short round. And Clay Smith shared the heartbreaking news about losing his great stud, Bethy's Jinin, but both guys talked about keeping the faith.
I want to thank my in-laws and my little sister-in-law for letting me ride this horse. I mean, like I said, and my family is so supportive of this whole deal. We've been through some rough times lately on horse situation, and it's you know, this day was special for a lot of different reasons. I mean, obviously the number one reason, you know, Easter Sunday, resurrection of Christ. I mean, this is the most important day of the. I mean, this is all that's about.
Yeah, I come today cutting you, but you say, well, you go out there, if you win that rope, and you just make sure you remind everybody what's the reason we're here today and the reason about, you know, Easter, and then we want to give all the glory to Him, and it's a blessing to have even what God done for us, and to have our family and have the same beliefs. It's just it's a very special day today.
Well, great testimonies from those guys on Easter Sunday. Now we move on to the 16-5 Succeed Shootout. The winners, Justin Pruitt and Tommy Zuniga. They were 27.17 on 4 head to win $28,640. The total payout in this roping, $88,800. Justin was riding Fonzie, that's his 13-year-old gelding. Tommy was riding a borrowed horse because his had thrown a shoe. They're longtime friends, and here's more from Tommy and Justin.
There was growing up pictures and videos of my dad roping to U.S. Finals back in the day, and it's back when it was at Guthrie in Oklahoma City, and I always wanted to go win a couple years, never did any good, and then I won the 12 shootout Heelan several years ago, and that buckle is still on my belt to this day as we speak. I've took it off one time in my life, and to win another one, it's awesome. I love it, and this is the U.S. Finals has always been huge for me, and I'm very thankful to be here and thankful to get the win.
Anytime you can win a big check like this, it helps out a lot.
And I'll say one more thing, and I'm going to call my guy out here a little bit, but I remember as a kid watching him rope in the Opens at Oklahoma City at the U.S. Finals. I always looked up to his rope and how good he roped, so to win it with him's pretty awesome.
Now to the Lolly Shootout. This was the 15-5. David Key, 9-time NFR qualifier, and Mike Levitt, who is 17 years old, were the winners with 26.91 on 4 head. They split $32,840. Mike was riding Random Adams' mare, who's a sister to Rooster and Transmission. They were 3rd high call and a 664 in the short round. Now to the Cowboy Tag 14.5 shootout. It paid out $46,250. It was an Arkansas team. This is Blaine Turner and Whitney DeSalvo. Blaine has only been roping for a couple years. Whitney, of course, is the highest numbered female heeler with a long list of wins, but can you believe this was her first U.S. Finals win? They were 4th high call, a 647 in the short round, and let's hear more from them.
I roped calves all through my teens, and then I headed my senior year of high school, and then after that I switched to Heelan and tried the Heelan deal out, and then I just made a business decision, like I'm just going to go ahead and I can make more money doing that, so I did that about 3 years ago.
It's good. This is a fun one to win. I've never won a roping at the U.S. Finals before, so I placed in them at Oklahoma City, but it's been since Oklahoma City since I've placed up towards the top, so this is cool.
We'll be talking more about Whitney DeSalvo coming up because she also won the all-girl. But now to the winners of the 13-5 Succeed Shootout, winning $55,000. This was a fun team to talk to. Sterling English, he's a stuntman from Belen, New Mexico, and Hollis Harris, a horse trainer from Stephenville, Texas. Sterling actually won the number 11 when he was 13 years old with his dad. But these guys were a lot of fun. Let's hear more from them.
Before I ride in, I was just talking to God, and I'm like, just give me my focus to do my job. It doesn't matter afterwards whether I win or lose. I still win, but I just wanted to be focused and not miss something in the run, and he let me do what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, what a great prayer.
I was thinking about dinner after.
Well, that's one way to keep your mind off of it. So now what's for dinner with 55,000?
Wherever anybody wants to go, we're going, so.
Well, winning is always fun, and those guys were having a lot of it. Now let's go to the 10.5 Keycard Advantage World Series Team Roping Qualifier. This is an Iowa team, and it was also a family affair. Chance Masters, Logan Allen. So Logan is actually married to Chance's sister, and Logan was riding Chance's daughter's horse, who charges a $20 flat rate fee every time they ride that horse. Kind of a funny story there. They split $44,500. They were 33.64 on 4 steers. They were high call and a 9.10 in the short round to help them get the win. Let's hear more from them.
You taking player? And I was like, no, he's off limits. She's like, you can take him. It's like, I called him right away. I'm like, hey, we got to do some horse shuffling because the horse he was heading on was going to be what I was going to heel on. So I was like, you can head on him, but I'm taking player.
Well, next year your wife needs to come and enter the breakaway too.
I sent her a video.
Then you all can win a bunch of money.
And his wife breakaways. He already told her she's coming.
I called her 2 days ago. I was like, we're making this a vacation next year. I don't care what you're doing, we're coming.
Now to the stretch number 8 shootout. And it was a Florida team, some great young guys who got the win. Hudson Harvey and Canton Bronson, 31.75 on 4 steers. And they split $40,000 for this win. They were high call and handled the pressure. And both guys absolutely love team roping. They also love goat roping, and they were celebrating big time. What are you going to spend $20,000 on?
Probably goat ropings. Probably.
More than likely a goat roping or a dummy roping.
So you'll double it?
I'll try.
Well, we're going to try.
That's the plan. That's a goal. I love that. There's a lot of goat roping and dummy roping going on here in addition to all the team roping, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we don't get to rope goats a lot in Florida. They don't have like all this out here.
Oh, so this has been a fun trip?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, really fun.
Have you won very much in the goat roping pin?
I have lost all my money in the goat roping pin this week.
Canton's mom, Sydney, was actually Miss Rodeo Florida when I was in America, so it was so much fun to see their whole family here and to see him get the win. A big congratulations to all the winners, and now I get to highlight the ladies. In the all-girl roping, it was the Cinch Ladies Open. Kenna Francis and Whitney DeSalvo, they each had 3 runs in the short round, so that tells you how good they rope. They roped together a lot, but they were really excited to get this win together. 30.32 on 4 head to win $4,800.
I didn't want to break the barrier for sure because I tend to do that sometimes. But I know we have a decent run if we just make our run, and I knew we'd be plenty fast.
I was just trying to catch 2 feet and keep 2 feet and get my dally, and I think we'd be fine. I knew she was just going to go catch him, and I was like, if I'll just keep 2 feet right here, I'll be fine. Yeah. I kind of struggled about towards the end. My ropes were getting kind of caked up, and everything was kind of dead, and I lost a couple legs there towards the end. My dallying kind of went to crap, so I was just trying to complete the course.
Also included in Fort Worth, Texas at the USTRC Cinch National Finals of Team Roping, the breakaway roping. And in the total feeds open breakaway at the National Breakaway Championships, Kylie Waltz, who is 19 years old, was an incredible 6.52 on 3 head. She won $11,180. She was riding Bella. That's a horse sired by the Waltz family stallion, I'm a Firefighter. So she was a 2.04, a 2.17, and a 2.3. 3-1. A huge congratulations to the freshman from Southeastern Oklahoma State University, Kylie Waltz, winning the open breakaway. In the total feeds 19 and under breakaway, Grace Dubois from Louisiana, 7.22 on 3 head. She ended up winning $8,260. She also won round 1 with a 2.06. That was worth $1,500. And there has been a lot of winning for that family here in Fort Worth, Texas this week. Really great job to Grace. In the total feeds 15 and under breakaway, Corley Massey was a 9.06 on 3 head. She was a 2.74, a 2.75, and a 3.57 in the short round. She won over $2,000, and she is the back-to-back champ on her horse, Josie Dual Pep, who she calls Captain. Great job to all the breakaway ropers. A special thank you to Total Feeds and the USTRC for having the ladies in the breakaway roping here in Fort Worth.
All right, everybody, as we got deep in the week at the Cinch National Finals at Team Rope, and there was a whole lot of money and a whole lot of prizes. We're talking about a big haul. It was J.D. Dubois. It was Louisiana. That was the guy who went home. We're talking about the Holiday Auto Group big haul of the entire week. It was Louisiana on top. Watch this kid Heelan right here. He was the guy. He is going to 1-2-3 him. This is with his 5th high call partner right here. It is Carter Schneeman and JD. They're going to win 3rd in the rope. And then he's going to come back right here with Kylie Jones. This is in the 2nd high call position. Watch this steer. Tries to get back behind her horse. He is smart, Heelan right there. He catches that one clean. And now I'm going to show you the top 4. This is his partner right here, Joe Cormier. They are the Louisiana boys. They live in the same town right there. This is their first run, and they are going to lay this one down. They're going to head out to the pavilion, and they're going to do it again on a little paint steer. This steer's going to get a little bit heavy. Watch him right here. Little heavy in the corner. Old JD, he says, I am not worried about it. He gets him right there. Then they come back to the 3rd one in the Watt Arena. Total different setup in there. We have 3 arenas. We got 3 setups. It's small. That steer's going to follow Joe around the corner. JD's going to come in and do what he does all day long in our NRS truck roping. And then we go here. They are the high team back. So far, he has roped a flawless game on the backside. He's sitting 1st and 2nd up to this point, and boom, now he is the man 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and it is J.D. Dubois going home. He is the champion. His cut alone was $23,765. As teams, they won $47,530 for winning 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in their open. He's got his partners jumping in the truck there with him. He is the champion. Congratulations to our champion, the big haul of the week, J.D. Dubois. Well, Ferron, Amy, it's the first show, EQN Sports, your source for horse sports, brought to you and driven by Holiday Auto Group. It's an exciting time to be in this Western world.
It definitely is. Looking forward to all of it.
Hey, I can't wait. I want everybody to strive to be on that Jackpot King or Queen. Ladies, you count too. I can't wait to see where this goes.
Oh, man, we're going to be getting the dubs. We're going to be the Jackpot Kings, and we're going to be taking home the Holiday Auto Group Big Haul. On behalf of my partners up here, I am DruStew, and we will see you on the next episode of EQN Sports, your source for horse sports, driven by Holiday Auto Group.